January 1, 2023 marks the 50th anniversary of the Eden Prairie Police Department. I'm Police Chief Matt Sackett, and it's my honor to share with you what has happened during the past 50 years, along with some help from past Eden Prairie police chiefs. The Eden Prairie Department of Public Safety was founded on January 1, 1973 by order of the Eden Prairie City Council. The department started with 6 officers and an annual budget of $124,000. The first police station was located in 2 rooms at the Central Fire Station at 7801 Mitchell Road. In 1983, the department moved into its new quarters just down the street at 7900 Mitchell Road. We've been in our current spot since 1994. Back in 1973, the fleet consisted of 2 marked 1973 Plymouth Fury squad cars, 1 semi-marked squad car, 1 unmarked squad car, and a marked motorbike for trails and off-road patrols.
The mayor of Eden Prairie wanted me to come down to a meeting, and I came down to the fire station. Anyway, I walked in there and they offered me the job as public safety director, so to run police and fire. And that was the first Tuesday of October 1972. And so I had to start the police department at that point and be ready to go New Year's Eve at midnight.
The department started adding programs several months after it was formed. The first 13 reserve officers began their training in May of 1973. Later that year, the Crime Prevention Commission held its first meeting. Faced with serving a community that was rapidly growing and changing, the police department found that it needed to change and adapt just as rapidly. Listening to and addressing the needs of the community became a top priority and still is today.
When I started with the police department, there were about 7,000 people in the city. And, it was almost like you could walk door to door and meet people, But it grew quite rapidly after that, and I think that was just the beauty of the job, was seeing the change and how well the city evolved through that change. We evolved not only as the size of an organization, we grew. We had to hire good people. We didn't have to hire people that had all the greatest skills technically. We can teach that. But we had to hire good people, and they had to have great interpersonal skills. And the one thing that was such a blessing for me during my time there was we had great people, and we still have great people there. We created and fostered and maintained an atmosphere where we could have fun inside the house, and we could work hard when we were called upon. And we could fill our downtime with necessary things, and we could build a great relationship with a great community.
In 1981, the first K-9 unit was formed, followed by the Traffic Unit and Emergency Response Unit in 1989. In 1990, the Eden Prairie Police Department created and hosted the first safety camp, along with the Park and Recreation and Fire departments. Also in 1990, Eden Prairie installed its own 911 system. Previously, the city had contracted with the City of Ridgefield to provide dispatch services. The Chaplain Program, Bike Patrol, Citizens Academy, and the Southwest Hennepin Drug Task Force were also started in the 1990s.
I really don't think I ever instilled the value of service in our people. I think that was the key, was that we hired people that had that personality trait inside them. Everybody's wired different, everybody's got different skills and abilities. Some people are very actively involved in serving other people and providing service at a high level. So I don't think we ever instilled that value. I think we hired it. And they go that extra mile, they do that extra thing, and they're not doing it for the credit, they're not doing it for the letter, they're not doing it because the cameras are there, they're doing it because it's the right thing to do. The reputation is still very positive. I hear that.
In 2005, the City of Eden Prairie underwent a rebranding process, and the police department's patch changed for the first time since the department's founding. During the 2000s, many new programs were created, including the Domestic Abuse Response Team, the Speakers Bureau, Crisis Negotiations Unit, Crime Tech Unit, Mental Health Team, and the Juvenile Diversion Program.
I think every chief Eden Prairie has had a sort of a signature or something they wanted to do with the organization. I think Jack started it out on a good foundation, and that's what he did. Keith also carried that on and really started to move us into from a small department into a larger department. And that was carried on by Chief Clark, who really orchestrated us going from a smaller organization to a large, more professional organization. Our capabilities under his tenure just exploded. And Chief Carlson sort of took on the succession planning. He started to look ahead and make sure that the right people were in the right place to take over and continue the things we do.
Jim Demand served as police chief from 2016 to 2018. During that time, Chief Demand thoughtfully guided the department through a period of change that included multiple retirements. He also spearheaded an effort to combat opioid addiction in Eden Prairie. Greg Weber was the chief from 2018 to 2021, where he oversaw extraordinary challenges that included the COVID-19 pandemic and local civil unrest. The Unmanned Aerial Systems, or drone team, was formed in 2020 to help locate missing and endangered people, find fleeing suspects, and support investigative functions. In 2022, the department expanded its community outreach through a community liaison officer, a position that combines investigative duties with community liaison work, including the Eden Prairie's senior community. In addition, the department worked with Hennepin County to embed a full-time social worker in the department to assist with calls when a person is in mental crisis. Throughout the department's 50-year history, we have held strong to the commitment of providing the highest level of service to our community. That dedication to service impacts everything we do, from hiring, developing programs, communicating with our residents, and purchasing vehicles and equipment. I believe that with our long tradition of excellence, our incredible staff, and the great support we receive from our residents, the Eden Prairie Police Department is poised to have another prosperous 50 years.